Hey, what's up, guys? Today is December 3rd, 2011. It's a Saturday night, and I'm home doing my psychology final. It's 10 essays. No limit on how long they have to be. They can be as long as it takes. But anyway, yeah, so I'm doing homework. But I had an idea to make a video, and I'm going to talk to you guys today about DNA. And like what it is and how some psychologists think it impacts our lives in a pretty big way. Well, DNA is known as deoxyribonucleic acid. Like that's the other name for it. Basically, think of it like the software for each of your cells in your body. Every living cell that you have on your body, every single one of them has DNA. And when it multiplies, that's how the cell divides, when it like doubles the DNA. And every time it does that, you get new cells. So, and all your DNA is all the same, but different parts of it are like turned on at any given time, if that makes sense. So like, take a computer for example. It has like the software, all the like stuff in it. On the hardware, all the little chip components, all that stuff. Only some of it's turned on right now to make this screen with the video. It has other components in there that aren't turned on. Well, so that's the same thing as DNA. And in order for it to turn on those like sequences in DNA, you need proteins to turn them on, and certain proteins turn them on and off. Just like certain inputs on the computer will make it do different things. So as you type, you'll start running new applications using different components of the hardware. So kind of similar, if that makes any sense to you. But okay, so that's just one way to look at DNA. Well, what I was thinking is, why are different animals and different species, why do they all act similar, even though they're scattered throughout the world? Like, lions in Africa act like lions all over the world, And they've never met a lion in like a different country, different continent. They never called them up on a phone or anything, yet they act very similar. So, and then same thing with dogs. Dogs in general act the same no matter what country they're in. They just know how to act. It's like every species knows how they're supposed to act somehow, even though they've only associated with maybe 5 other creatures that look like them. Like if you're a bear born in the wild, you might see 2 other bears your whole life. Like, as humans, we're flooded around with our creatures, so we know what we're supposed to act like. But they all seem to know, even though they only know a couple of their own species. So some psychologists believe, like behavioral psychology, they'd say that if you watch an animal, the way it acts, and then you take inferences off of that, you can determine, like, how other animals in that species are going to act as well. But I think it's interesting how everyone kind of knows how they're supposed to act, even though they've never talked to each other or communicated before. So I believe that everyone's DNA, most of it is turned on at the same time. But external factors, external stimuli can turn them on and turn them off. Like certain experiences you had, like you might go on a roller coaster and never been on a roller coaster before, never even cared to go. But you go on it, and then you get off and you're like, oh my god, that was sick. Like, I love roller coasters now. Well, certain things in your brain, DNA, that you had that wasn't turned on, you just turned on by going through that crazy experience. If that makes any sense at all. But yeah, so I just wanted to share that thought with you guys. Yeah, that's about it. Alright guys, take care. Peace.